Well, following social media backlash over their gender labeling toys, Target now removing all gender signs from their stores. This is a move to become what they call gender neutral. One customer, and they have customer complaints, transgender concerns. Jillian Melcher, National Review reporter, is back with me. I remember when this thing, the whole thing kind of broke. Someone snapped a photograph, and why should there be a girls' toy, section, and then a regular toy section?
Yeah.
Listen, I just kind of feel like we're getting to a point where we're getting very, very nitpicky. But when you have large corporations like Target that address these things, is it because they should, or the economics of it mean, just they don't want the outrage to hurt their bottom line?
Well, I think they're definitely under pressure to be politically correct on this. But let's talk about the U.S. toy market. It is the biggest in the world. It's 4 times bigger than the next one down. So I think Target, by going gender neutral, while it might be a short-term win, it's a long-term loss. I mean, there's definitely demand for gender neutral toys. You've got the pogo stick, you've got Slinky, you've got, the slip and slide, all of those being gender neutral toys, some of the most popular ever. But people also really like Barbie. They also really like Bob the Builder. So I think there's a market for all of them, and for Target to ignore that is a poor decision.
It's going to be harder shopping. It's like, I hope they don't add this to everything. When I go to get the, few men's products, I hope I don't have to go through all the women's products to find what I need to do. It's going to be like, there. But I mean, it's not so far-fetched that in this particular atmosphere something like that can happen.
Yeah, I think just the political correctness of this abounds. But, I think there's a tendency to some extent to project cultural feelings on toys. They've always reflected the times. This is probably a good expression of it. But we don't learn as much about gender from toys. I think, if anything, we learn entrepreneurship. We've got the guy who invented the Slinky, seeing a tension cord bop off, saying that's kind of cool, pouring his life savings into it. Instant success. I wish that's what we were getting out of the discussion about toys rather than really petty gender stuff.
By putting the Green Army men in the boys' toy section, are we limiting the potential of young girls to become CEOs?
Absolutely not. I mean, I loved Barbie, but I also really loved my brother's Legos. I think,
What about Ken?
Yeah, I liked Ken too.
You did?
I did, yeah.
I thought Ken was a little wimpy. I don't know. I thought Ken was a little wimpy, but you were okay with him,
My 4-year-old taste thought he was fine.
So where are we going to go from here? You really have a great feel, what's going on, like grassroots level. Target is sort of a trendsetter. I figure if they're going to cave into pressure like this, and we're going to see it across the board, but I don't think it stops at just toys and things like this. I think this is something that gets pushed on a whole lot of other things that just simply make sense, that are really specifically gender specific.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think there's pressure to push it down and put labels on people to such an extent that we're not realizing that, we're all individuals. What's so insidious about this right now, though, is we're saying that, girls building toys is oppression. This is a time where women have, more opportunity than they've ever had before. This is a place where they've had more opportunity before. If our biggest battle is pink Bob the Builder sets,
also, I got to be honest with you. I think like these Barbies, these women Barbies with the briefcases and all that stuff, I don't think it's working. I mean, honestly, I just don't know where it is that the girls are, diverted from these kind of careers. But I don't think it's the Barbie with the telescope and the briefcase and those kind of things that are going to get girls to say, hey, I want to be the next Bill Gates.
No, I don't think so either. It's going to be the teachers and the parents, ultimately.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Jillian.
Thank you.
Hey, cheap gas, it's finally here. But what impact will it have on the economy, and what stocks should we own because of cheap gas? We'll give it all to you. We'll be right back.